Here are the top 10 deadliest creatures on Earth, along with some of the places in the world you might run into them. Most people have at least one animal phobia, whether it's a fear of spiders because of scary movies or a fear of anything that creeps or crawls. But which species should you really be scared of? The answer might surprise you. Beasts of every kind and shape can be deadly if they are big enough. Some kill a lot of people on purpose, some aggressively kill many people, while others are less well known yet and can be deadly if they come into contact with you. It's just one reason why people who care about animals and wise tour guides always tell people not to touch or come into contact with wild animals. Before we proceed, if you are new to this channel, this is where we bring you the best brand reviews and what makes them special. So feel free to like this video and subscribe. Number 1 on this list is the box jellyfish. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration names these practically invisible invertebrates, which are commonly found floating or moving extremely slowly at speeds close to 5 miles per hour in Indo-Pacific waters, as the most poisonous marine animal in the world. Their cube-shaped bodies are home to up to 15 tentacles, the longest of which can reach a length of 10 feet. The nematocysts lining the tendrils are filled with toxins that assault the heart, neurological system, and skin cells all at once. Despite the availability of antivenom, many human victims slip into shock and drown or die of heart failure before they can reach the shore. Every year, 20 to 40 people in the Philippines are killed by them. Even after receiving the antidote, individuals who are fortunate enough to survive may be in tremendous discomfort for weeks, and they may also be left with ugly scars from the creature's tentacles. Box jellyfish can be found in the waters off the coasts of Australia and the Philippines. Number 2 is golden dart frog. The poison dart frog family is wide and varied, with only a few species posing a serious threat to humans despite their bright colors. The most dangerous of them is the golden poison dart, which lives in the Pacific coast rainforests of Colombia and reaches a maximum length of around 2 inches. Batrachotoxin, the toxin it produces, is so powerful that just 2 micrograms, about the amount that would fit onto the tip of a pin, are enough to kill an adult human being. The amphibian is already deadly enough, but the fact that its poison glands are hidden under its skin makes it extremely dangerous. For millennia, the native Embera people have used frog venom to poison the ends of their blow darts used in hunting. The frog is critically endangered due to deforestation, but if you happen to see one while trekking, don't touch it. The only place you'll find golden poison dart frogs is in the Colombian rainforests. Number 3 is the Indian saw-scaled viper. The Indian saw-scaled viper is one of several snake species that can kill a human being with their venom, but few of them employ the multi-pronged strategy that this snake uses. Sometimes called the little Indian viper or the saw-scaled viper, these reptiles live in some of the most populated areas of the region they occupy, which stretches well beyond India. However, they are able to remain hidden thanks to their natural camouflage, which allows them to blend in with the arid landscape. Because they are typically active at night, it's best to listen for their defensive sizzling sound. This comes from a behavior called stridulation, in which the snake forms coils and rubs its scales together. Saw-scaled vipers are aggressive regardless of being threatened, and their bites can kill twice as fast as those of other snakes. The Indian saw-scaled snake lives in many parts of Asia, such as the Indian subcontinent, the Middle East, and some parts of Europe. Number 4 is the Brazilian wandering spider. This spider may grow to be between 5 and 7 inches long. Its very poisonous bite will do the trick if its size alone doesn't. Many spiders have fangs packed full of toxins but aren't known to bite people. Unfortunately, the Brazilian wandering spider is not one of these. The spider lives up to its name by frequently venturing into heavily crowded regions in search of dark, warm places such as the insides of shoes, clothing, log heaps, vehicles, and other places humans may stick their hands. Within 2 to 6 hours of a bite, a human can die, usually from lung failure but occasionally from fever, vomiting, and paralysis. Despite the rarity of spider bites from Brazilian wandering spiders, you shouldn't relax your vigilance when visiting their habitat. Just in case. Brazilian wandering spiders are found in tropical regions of Central and South America. Number 5 is stonefish. The world's deadliest fish is also one of the most difficult to spot, and that's by design. After all, Stonefish get their name because they look like rocks and may blend in with the seafloor, making it easy for an unsuspecting foot to walk on their dorsal fins while they wait to pounce with their strong neurotoxins. The unluckiest clodhoppers will step very forcefully, increasing the amount of venom injected, and they may also set off the stonefish's lacrimal saber secondary defensive mechanism, which has been compared to a switchblade in the face. Stonefish venom can be fatal within an hour, thus, patients need to get anti-venom as soon as possible and apply water heated to over 113 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius to denature the venom in the meantime. Keeping your eyes on the ground is a far simpler solution. You can locate these dangerous marine animals in the coastal regions of the Indo-Pacific Ocean, the Red Sea, and the Great Barrier Reef. Number 6 is tsetse fly. The tsetse fly, a tiny bug that measures between 8 and 17 millimeters and is approximately the same size as the ordinary housefly, is widely distributed across the countries in the middle of sub-Saharan Africa and is widely considered to be the most dangerous fly in the world. The flies are unpleasant pests that feed on human blood during the day's warmest hours, but the protozoan parasites they transfer, called trypanosomes, are the real danger. African sleeping sickness, caused by these tiny infections, is characterized by neurological and meningoencephalitic symptoms such as alterations in behavior and coordination and, of course, sleep disruptions. The disorder is potentially lethal if not treated. Although there are currently no vaccines or drugs available to prevent illness, avoiding bushes during the day, dressing in neutral colors, the tsetse fly is drawn to bright and dark colors, especially blue, and using permethrin-treated gear in more isolated places are all good ways to safeguard yourself. The two countries of Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Angola are all hotspots for tsetse flies. Number 7 is stray dogs. When it comes to rabies, man's closest buddy can be man's worst adversary. Any postman could tell you about dog attacks or near misses. Dogs like to protect their owners from potential intruders and will attack by biting. While human deaths from dog bites are uncommon, human deaths from rabies transmitted by dog bites are not prevalent, occurring mostly in impoverished parts of the world such as Africa and Asia. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, dogs are the main source of human rabies deaths, contributing up to 99% of all rabies transmissions to humans. Stray dogs with rabies kill 59,000 people per year. It is spread by saliva through bites, scratches, and direct contact with affected regions on the dog. There are stray dogs across the world, except in core Muslim countries like the Maldives, where bringing in or possessing dogs is illegal. Number 8 is the inland taipan. First, the good news: inland taipan snakes, called Dandurabilla by Aboriginal Australians, are reclusive, docile snakes unlikely to get aggressive with humans without cause. The bad news is that when people sneak up on inland taipans or try to handle them, they are well equipped to defend themselves. The venom of inland taipans is considered the most toxic of any snake on the planet, and they strike quickly and accurately when the need arises. And did we mention they evolved specifically to bring down mammals? A single bite has the capacity to take out 100 grown humans, causing organ failure, convulsions, and paralysis until death occurs. The only antivenom that exists is geared towards the inland taipan's coastal cousin, and given the snake's remote locale, accessing it quickly is unlikely. Most inland taipan victims are herpetologists and professional snake handlers, but even laymen should keep an eye out when exploring the outback. Where to find them? Inland tapians call the semi-arid regions of Central East Australia home. Number 9 is mosquito. The common mosquito, which is even smaller than the tsetse fly and is only 3 millimeters at its smallest, is the world's second most hazardous animal. The overwhelming number of deaths each year are caused by various illnesses carried by certain mosquito species, among over 3,000 in the world. Insects, primarily those of the genera Aedes, Anopheles, and Culex, are the primary vectors of diseases such as malaria, chikungunya, encephalitis, elephantiasis, yellow fever, dengue fever, West Nile virus, and the Zika virus, which affect an estimated 700 million people and kill approximately 725,000 each year. According to the World Health Organization, mosquito-borne diseases currently threaten more than half of the world's population. Given that pests are drawn to our body temperatures and the CO2 we exhale, Using insect repellent, strong and active chemicals like DEET and picaridin is our best weapon for preventing illness. Mosquitoes can be found in every location in the world except Antarctica. Number 10 is humans. Surprised? After all, we're animals, and because we've been killing each other for 10,000 years, with total war deaths estimated at between 150 million and 1 billion, and that was a decade ago, it's a no-brainer that we're at the top of the list. We attack each other at an alarmingly high rate of senseless brutality, from gun violence to terrorist acts all around the world. We also endanger other animals, as evidenced by global warming, the destruction of forests and coral reefs, and over-tourism. Given the threat we pose to countless other creatures, as well as the fact that we frequently act irrationally and have the capability of annihilating our entire planet with a variety of horrifying weapons such as nuclear devices and genetically modified superbugs, we are unquestionably the most dangerous animal on the planet. I hope you found this list helpful. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments which animals are dominant in your location. Do you want to be notified when we upload our next video? Tap the bell icon.